All right, everybody. It's the comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, or do, because we haven't
You haven't done this like
done
in a
this
month?
in a long time.
Like a month, I think?
Yeah, I
Something
think.
like that?
Also, like, have we even put the other ones up?
No.
Yeah, so it's
I gave up completely on everything.
Awesome.
So we have like 2 episodes that are like cocked and totally irrelevant now.
Yep. But it's cool because we can still put them out because they were funny.
They were pretty funny, yeah. So yeah, we can still put them up. They're there somewhere. Like
Yeah,
I was working on them for a while, and then I was just like,
Who cares?
"Fuck all of this."
Yeah,
kind of deal.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. I do
And
that.
then just randomly, I was just like, you know what? We need to start doing this shit again,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, it's very important, kid.
Yeah. For like the 15 people.
Yeah,
Consistently.
they need to know.
listen to it.
They need to know what we think
Yeah.
to make them laugh. I hope.
Maybe.
I hope we're not informing people like as to how they're gonna vote. That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
That's
yeah.
too much. Like I can't deal with that. I can deal with like they chuckle every once in a while.
Yeah.
And they think I'm an idiot. Like, all right, I can deal with that. That's the impact I'm allowed to have
Right.
without me like freaking out about it.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to like impact change.
No,
No, I get you.
no, you can do that. Like,
I try to.
yeah, like I hope that's you, and people are like, oh, that one makes the yucks.
All right. This is 15 minutes from poverty. The Cumback.
It's true.
This is Serve.
This is Kevin,
Yeah.
and
All
this is where
right.
the music should play.
Yeah. It should be queuing in. At any moment. It's probably already playing.
Yeah, probably.
At this moment.
If we did a good job, it should be over probably right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually like 15 seconds, something like that. So we're going to be talking about
The debates.
The debates that just, well, not just happened. They happened like 2 fucking weeks ago.
Yeah, but things happened the last couple weeks. Couldn't make it.
Yeah, some hilarious things happened that I'm not going to talk about
It's true.
because they're pretty fucked up. Anyways, yeah, man. So 2 debates, 10 people on each one. The first debate had Warren, Klobuchar, Beto, Cory Booker, John Delaney, and De Blasio.
Yeah, De Blasio.
De Blasio was in it.
It had
Jay Inslee.
Yeah, Jay Inslee.
And did I say Klobuchar already?
Yeah, you did, but you didn't mention what's her name, Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh yeah, Tulsi Gabbard. She's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, she's okay.
And
Tim Ryan.
Oh, dude, yes.
Yeah,
Tim
I
fucking
have
Ryan.
I have a quote on the debates that I took.
Yes,
as soon as I
yes.
saw Tim Ryan, I put down here, Tim Ryan looks like a baby saw a ghost and it aged him 50 years.
Yeah.
He looks so scared and like he's going to cry and then cry again after that. Yeah. So there you go.
My opinion of him when I first saw him, because I didn't know who the fuck this guy was until the debates, right? And I follow politics kind of.
Yeah.
So when I first saw him, and I mentioned this to you earlier, he looks like he's afraid that people are going to find out that he shit himself.
Yeah. And then I made a comment that maybe he's a golem made of shit.
Yeah, he's just like
Frosty the Snowman. Put the hat on. And he's like, oh, I want to be a politician. I smell bad.
he's the shit monster from Dogma.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't finish reading the quote there because I didn't think it was going to get any better, but apparently I'm funnier than I remember. I put here, he's talking about putting shit in boxes and sending it to China. I bet the ghost who scared him was Chinese. What a racist.
Yeah, that guy sucks for that.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I want to start off by just saying I'm pretty far to the left, and I'm voting for a Democrat, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say without any kind of restraint. Both of these fucking debates were shit.
Oh yeah, they're fucking garbage.
They're both fucking giant fucking garbage fires. So let's get started. I took some notes.
I took notes that are not helpful.
Yeah, I just went down to what some of the questions that were asked and like my reaction to them.
I'm glad you did that part because I basically just talk shit whenever anybody opened their mouth.
So first question is to Liz Warren, and they're asking her about what does she think, or it was something to the extent of, the economy's doing really awesome. So is she afraid or is she scared that most people are going to be like, fuck it, the economy's great.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep voting for Trump. And her response was pretty great because she was like, Yeah, it's working great for rich people, but
Yeah.
poor people are getting fucked. And my exact note here is question to Warren: the economy is great. Why you bitching? Warren responds, "Nigga, you gay. It's terrible."
Word.
Yeah. So she did all right, and right afterwards, I think Amy Klobuchar, who is... she's
I wrote
terrifying.
I wrote here. Amy Klobuchar is the most generic person on the face of the earth. Nothing she says is exciting. And then she started talking about like doubling the Pell Grant and helping people with their college loans.
Yeah.
And I just put she's trying to sell me on a half-step measure on something that should be free, which is college. And then I put what an asshole.
Yeah, and she made like one point. That's an important one because I think who else? Pete Buttigieg in the second night made the same point. She's upset that like rich people should not get also subsidized.
Yeah.
And there's a problem, and I get it though, because it, like me as not a rich person, I'm like, fuck these people.
Yeah. I had one counterpoint to that for
Right.
both of those people. They're bitching about 5% of the kids.
That actually go to public fucking school. Most of these kids
Yeah, exactly.
go to private school.
So the top 5% of the kids of wealthy people go to private schools for the most part. They still have to pay.
Yeah.
So if they go to a state school, there's going to be like, let's just say a handful.
Right.
As far as like the globe is, or not even globe, but the country's concerned.
Well, America's the only country that matters.
Yeah, exactly. But exactly. So the planet Earth. So they're going to be going like a handful of kids are going to get free college out of this.
Right.
And
Well-
they are fucking willing to bend policy to make
Right.
sure this doesn't happen.
Yeah, and
To single out these people that are already rich. Like, you're not going to hurt these guys by making them pay for college. Like,
right.
they don't even care.
It's a drop in the bucket for these.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
people.
what are you
the
so worked
reason
up
why
about?
they didn't make it to Harvard is because they're fucking idiots.
Exactly.
So,
And I was
fuck
going
it.
to say, like, I got into a kind of a thing with someone about, like, well, college should be free, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, well, everybody gets access to it and maybe things get easier for everyone. And I was like, well, yeah, but just because it's free doesn't mean people are going to get in.
Right.
You
yeah.
still have to make it into the school. It's
Exactly.
not, they're not
Yeah.
printing degrees and handing them out.
Right. Yeah.
It still takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
It
Getting
just
into
takes a lot of the burden off.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, which I'm really glad about, and one of the most prevalent arguments that I've heard about making college free or erasing the debt is, oh, well, what about all the people that already paid it? That's unfair to them.
Yeah, but why would you punish someone just because someone else got punished before? Oh, you're right. We shouldn't let the slaves go because those other slaves were slaves.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Black
like-
people today should also be slaves.
Yeah, because like their
It's
ancestors
not-
were slaves. That's
it's
not fair.
to them. We should just perpetually have slaves
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah,
like
that's
I
a
got
dumb
into
argument.
I got into an argument with somebody about that on I think it was on Twitter. By the way, Twitter's terrible.
Oh, it's the best though. It's the best. Like
It's funny as shit.
for what I use it for, it really works. Like wrestling memes and
Oh,
like
gotcha.
dumb stuff. It's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Political discussion.
Oh, dude.
close to last. Maybe 4chan's worse. That's about it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's
It's
pretty
just
bad.
like it's like 4chan with like profanity filters. Or
Yeah.
something.
You don't get to see the guy's drawing of him skull fucking you.
Yeah, exactly.
He just gets to tell you about it.
And he might get like banned.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think somebody was like saying like, well, these people, like I had to pay it off, and it's fucked up that like, I like me, like I won't have to pay it off. And I
Yeah.
gave him an analogy, an anecdote. My great grandfather lived in the United States. He worked. He didn't get Social Security. He died.
Yeah.
Right. There was no Social Security back then.
Yeah.
So my argument was, hey man, my grandfather had to work his entire life. My great grandfather, he had to fucking work his entire life. He died working. He didn't get Social Security, and it was an older.
Give me yours.
Yeah, exactly. Like you shouldn't get Social Security. It was like a boomer.
Yeah.
And I hate. It's probably the worst generation we've ever had. The boomers.
I think the problem with that I have with that argument is, why do you hate progress? Why do you think it's such a problem that things are getting better for people?
Yeah.
Why are you such a whiny little bitch? Because you had to go through something hard and now your kids don't have to? Do you think FDR was like, yeah, we should get rid of the polio vaccine because I got it?
Yeah.
And I don't think these kids
deserve it.
Yeah, they don't deserve to not have it. Like, some of them better get it. I'm in a wheelchair and I became president.
Yeah.
Some of them better get it.
They need to.
You know what I mean? Like, that was not the. He wasn't like that.
FDR,
It'd be funny if he was, but
I'd respect him a little bit more. No, FDR is probably one of the most gangster fucking presidents.
yeah, he was like,
there.
nah, we're giving everybody an opportunity,
and
that's it. That's what it is. That's what this is.
Yeah.
This is just an opportunity.
Right.
That's nobody's getting anything handed out. You still have to do the work.
Yeah, college ain't easy.
No, it's not. It's not like that fucking Asian guy that wants to give everybody like $2,000 a month.
$1,000.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made it even,
You're
an even better idea.
Yeah, you're obviously not in the Yang gang.
I'm not. I should be. A G a month sounds cool, but no, like.
But he wants to get rid of like other entitlements.
Yeah.
So like, if you get like food stamps or if you get Social Security or not Social Security but supplemental Social Security,
Yeah.
so if you like disability or if your spouse died and shit like that, they get rid of that and you get
a G a month.
A G a month, and you can do whatever you want with it. And the thing is, against like that fucking argument, like I'm cool with it if it doesn't get rid of other entitlements, right? Milton Friedman, he's like a fucking one of those psycho fucking libertarians, super for a UBI, universal basic income, because it gets rid of all the other entitlements.
Not only that, but it would, if they set it high enough, it would get rid of poverty.
If you set it high enough, yeah. If you set it high
I think that's cool. Like, if you want to do that, like everybody has a guaranteed income.
Right.
Then we get rid of homeless people and we get rid of all the horrible shit that happens to all these awful situated people. Like GI comes back and doesn't have legs, can't work, he has to live on Social Security. It's not enough money to live on. Maybe he picked up an opioid addiction over there and now he's, done.
Is $1,000 enough to get high?
If you could let me borrow a G and we'll fucking test this one out.
The problem with that, it depends on where you're living.
Yeah.
$1,000 a month here,
great,
fantastic.
Yeah,
actually not that great,
but compared to fucking New York,
exactly. But it's for
where
everybody.
you can like whiff piss for $1,000.
So $1,000.
That's the only thing you can do. It smells like piss in here. Yeah, give me your money.
But $1,000 a month for everyone will solve problems in places where it's relatively cheap.
Yeah.
To live.
Yeah.
Like here. There's a lot of places that it isn't. So it'll solve some problems. And create others. And what you would see is in rural areas mostly, the homelessness would decrease, but homelessness is not that big of a problem in rural.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a big problem in giant cities where it would be negatively affected. So you're making the problem worse.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you really kind of like dive a little bit deeper into it,
you probably increase a lot of drug deaths too.
For sure, man. Like I'd be snorting all of it.
It would all of it. Just immediately.
I would leave my wife and children.
How many dead bodies are you gonna find? Or like I live a pretty decent life. This is just an extra $1,000 for me to fucking put in my veins.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you can make it to work, you can buy all the fucking $1,000 worth of smack a month. But
I wonder how much that would get you.
I honestly, I don't know. I've never purchased heroin.
I have to talk to my heroin guy.
Yeah. we all have a guy who knows. Like, he may not do it, but he knows though.
Yeah.
There's always that guy. Or your uncle who just got out of prison. He's like, look, dude, it's this much.
But going back to the original point.
It's a pack of cigarettes and a piece of your ass.
Going back to the original Klobuchar fiasco. She was saying the issue was like, making rich people go to college. It's not fair that rich folks go to college, or we're going to subsidize them.
Yeah.
And that's like a common thing, but Bernie's plan doesn't call for like taxpayers to subsidize. It's all Wall Street speculation.
Yeah.
That's how he's going to
pay for it.
And that's the thing that I find like most amazing whenever I come across people that have that argument, like, oh, well, like, I'm not going to pay for your college shit. You're not. But what kind of high volume trading are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
You're a fucking fuckhead.
You
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And like the best argument you could ever have The only argument I think that I can think of would be, well, my 401k is being traded in the stock exchange.
Yeah.
Sure. But if your 401k, if you're constantly trading on it, you're getting screwed over because the whole idea of it is
to not trade on it.
To not trade on it, you leave it there. That's the whole bit. You're supposed to trade least
touch it.
amount possible, right? You're supposed to be, they're supposed to be investing in secure, low risk stock or whatever.
Super low risk shit.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Like, so if air was one, they fucking invest in like, I wonder if we're going to need air. Yeah, we're going to need it. So put some money in there.
Yeah, exactly. So like most of the arguments, it's just people being uninformed completely. Nobody really knows what the policies are. Most people have no clue what the actual policies are because we all have shit to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We have jobs.
Right, exactly. But yeah, Klobuchar, that bit kind of pissed me off a little bit. Because the reason why it pissed me off was, one, the taxpayers are not, poor people are not going to be subsidizing rich people. Wall Street is. One. Two, you do not want to foment increasing hatred between classes.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the thing that I didn't understand. Like, why are you inciting like bad feelings between people in the country? Aren't you supposed to be the uniter if you're the president?
Right. And even if you are, like, you can say like they need to pay their fair share for shit, for sure. But when you have a program that you're going to put out, you should include them in it.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to be splitting them even further, right?
Yeah.
Because you're saying, you need to pay your fair share. Also, we're going to give everyone else shit, not you.
Not you. Not
exactly.
you, though.
And that makes it fucking, at least these rich motherfuckers, if they have a kid that wants to go to UT Austin or some shit, they're going to go for free.
They'll make fun of them, but they'll go, though.
Right. They're going to go for free. And that at least, it shows a method or a sign of inclusivity that we're having, which is a positive thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I like Bernie's plan, because it's for everybody. Not only college for free, but debt forgiveness as well for everybody. So at least they know, hey, you're included in this, even if you're rich and you fucking suck.
Even if you don't need it.
Exactly.
Here.
There it is.
Because you're
American.
American.
Doing the same thing. It's taxing something like, the numbers are ridiculous, like 1% on speculation and like 0.005% on derivative transactions, which would, like, the math comes out, if the rate in which shit is being traded now continues for 10 years, it's something like $10 trillion.
Yeah.
Just on, like, taxing
Point
0.005 and 0.01% of transactions.
And that's
like a penny.
Yeah. And not only that just lets you know, like,
how much money is being moved around.
Yeah, because people don't think about that.
Exactly.
They really don't. They don't think about, like, how much money do you think the stock exchange goes through in a day?
Yeah. It's like billions of dollars.
Yeah, you don't even think about it. You're like, that number doesn't exist to me. It couldn't be real. Like, what happened? Oh, it's like $2.3 trillion. Oh, okay, so imaginary numbers.
Yeah.
Like, things I could never count to if you gave me like a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just total willful ignorance. And it's not anyone's fault. This is no one, like, the media doesn't do its job in telling people. Candidates don't do their job. And Bernie, I mean, we'll get to it in the second round, but he doesn't do a very good job of explaining this shit as well as he should.
Yeah, but to be fair, the amount
He's
of time
starting to, though.
Yeah, the amount of time they give him.
Shit. It's like you got 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Could you just wrap up everything? What do you mean? Explain Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Your time is going down. Please hurry.
Exactly.
Stop talking.
Can you provide a proof?
They were really, really bad at keeping time.
Oh yeah,
but
what is it? Joe Biden like brought it up. He's like an actual real 30 seconds.
Yeah, like a real one.
Not pretend playtime 30 seconds. Who cares, Joe? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
get out of here, man.
Like, not only that, he wasted 8 seconds saying that.
Yeah. So moving on the first round of debates.
I'm only going to need 2 seconds, sir. Fuck you.
Comes probably my favorite moment of the first debate that was just terrible. The question was, are you all right with the 70% marginal tax rate? Beto O'Rourke.
déjame decirle que no voy a contestar esa pregunta. We need to open up the borders. Like, what a fucking cunt. That's all I heard. I understood what he said. I tried really hard to, but I understood it. And it had absolutely nothing to do with what he was being asked. And I thought that was brave on a level that isn't seen often. Yeah. That was like that Chappelle skit where they asked him something and he goes, yeah, it was a tragedy. And he's like, wait, what was the question? That was the fucking best. He just went hard into what he was going to say. And then afterwards he was like, yeah, I didn't answer your question. And then he had that face of, hold on. I explained the way he looked perfectly in my notes here. Let me just pull that up real quick.
Yeah, while you do that, he basically rambled on about a larger participation rate of people in politics in both Spanish and English. Yeah. And he managed to not answer a question in 2 fucking languages. Yeah. Good for you, man.
I did. I found it. Beto. Jesus fucking Christ. He looks like a punk ass lurch.
Yeah. He looks super nervous the whole time, dude.
Yeah, he looked like his eyes sunk into his head more. Yeah. Which is impressive because I thought they were as in as they could go. Yeah. I think you could see his brain if you just kind of like put your head down a little bit. You could see up above his eyes.
Yeah, dude. He was, oh man, like.
He looked dope sick, right? Like he looked like he had just done a bunch of heroin and it was wearing off.
He's getting cold sweats and shit.
I don't know about this.
So he did his whole spiel. And the thing that perplexed me the most, because he's all like, necesitamos que incluir a todas a votar. And it's like, what?
Like that doesn't even make sense, dude.
So he finished the whole thing in English and Spanish, and then everyone fucking clapped.
Yeah.
Like, everyone.
Nobody like, in there understood. Who? You know who didn't clap? The Mexican guy, because he knew what he said.
He's like, wait, no chingues. Yeah. ¿Qué dice? Yeah, dude. Like, and it just shows you... Like, first of all, like as like I guess a precursor, the tickets to go watch this were like $2,000 to $4,000.
Oh, really?
So it wasn't regular motherfuckers watching this.
It wasn't Juan from fucking that sweeps up.
So I'm pretty sure.
You know what? Maybe Juan that sweeps up like snuck in.
Yeah,
he was like,
he was.
Oh yeah, está hablando en español ese güey. Like that.
Se está poniendo pesado el pedo, compadre. Vámonos a la verga. Like we're doomed.
Yeah. Like bro, we better get out of here. It's people getting upset that he's speaking Spanish.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people did get upset at him speaking Spanish because it was the most low-level pandering ever.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been cool if he spoke Spanish and actually answered the fucking question.
You know what would have been even better? If maybe he said the same thing in English as he did in Spanish.
Also would have been great.
Because then it doesn't seem like you're being a cunt.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I know this magic talk that you can't understand. I'm going to say something in English to placate you. Yeah. Like, what? You're just upsetting everyone now. Because the people in Spanish are like, you didn't answer the fucking question. The people in English are like, I think he answered it in Spanish. And now they think we know something they don't.
So it's just fomenting greater. Yeah. Like, maybe he just answered it for us. Right? Yeah. Fucking that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Well, you know who didn't help was fucking...
Tell me what he said. Tell me what he said, Mexican.
Yeah. He's like a spike in like violence against the Mexicans goes up because everyone's trying to figure out what the fuck Beto said, and everyone's like, "No dijo nada."
but luckily for us, nobody cared.
Yeah, exactly.
So it didn't spike violence against us because nobody gave a half a shit what that guy had to say.
Jesus,
punk ass lurch.
Yeah, he's definitely... And the thing is that what he should be doing is running for Senate here in Texas. Yeah. That's what he should be doing.
He should concentrate on maybe, like, taking baby steps to this, because he's clearly not ready.
Yeah. You're like, you failed to beat Ted Cruz, one of the most fucking vile, fucking blobfish-looking motherfucker
and props,
ever.
He almost did it in Texas.
He got close, man. He got super close. I fucking voted for the motherfucker.
Yeah, me too.
I even fucking, I did... fucking phone banking for him and shit.
Oh, cool.
But I don't like his policies for the fucking president.
No,
he's a step up from fucking Cruz, which is like
that's what I was thinking the whole time I saw him. I started thinking like, why don't I like him now when I liked him then? And the reason is because if you're talking about Texas, those policies are progressive.
Right. Yeah.
If you're talking about the United States, they're not.
No.
So I get it. We live in a shithole, and we need to be led by the hand to like positive social policy.
Yeah.
But the rest of the country is kind of ahead of us, who are clearly backwards. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't need that on a national level, because that's just, if anything,
It's
more of the
moving-
same.
It's moving the ball backwards.
Yeah, or backwards.
you
Yeah, I was
know.
gonna say.
Like, yeah, dude. Like, Beto should concentrate. Like, Beto, if you're listening to this,
Oh,
I know
okay.
you. I know
And
you
should
are.
be, because you're trying to brush up on your Spanish.
Yeah, déjate digo algo, Beto. Te voy a hablar aquí el chile, compadre. Beto, la estás cagando.
It's true.
Quédate aquí en Texas. ¿Qué estás? Si muy apenas la estás haciendo aquí, güey. No mames.
It's true. You didn't win. You didn't win here. It's not like he pulled off this miracle. Shit, who was it? Was it fucking Clinton that won in Arkansas? And then he was like, and now I'm president, so I'm leaving.
Yeah.
He didn't even get to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
He lost, so I guess he did it the right way. But still, I'm upset about it.
Like he lost his spot in,
Yeah,
in, the
exactly.
in Congress, which is not that bad because his voting record's not that fucking great. Dude.
Yeah.
Not at least progressively, but like I said, like you said, you brought up a good point. In Texas, it's fucking progressive. But,
Yeah, not everywhere else.
Not everywhere else. Not in general, at least. But yeah, man, like that was the shittiest like moment, and it got and my favorite take on it and was Booker's face.
Yeah.
Fucking like if Booker's face was if fucking what's his name? It's the from Friday. What did I tell you?
Oh yeah, Debo.
Debo. If Debo went to law school, you know, and like his mom was white or something, you know. Cory Booker's face when Beto started fucking speaking Spanish was the best thing I've ever seen in a while. Because his face was like, oh no. Like, his Spanish is way better than mine.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and Beto's
That
Spanish
was
is
my
terrible.
plan.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's
he's
like,
doing it better than me.
he looked like he was about to throw up. Dude.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh no!" It's like he was a lady, and so was Bethel, and she came in with the same dress, but she looked better.
Exactly.
And he was like,
Boom.
"You fucking bitch!" Like that. That was the look.
Yeah, for real,
Is
man.
Is he wearing the same dress?
Oh,
He looks better in it, doesn't he? Shit.
Yeah, man.
But
Debo
no,
was not cool.
yeah, he was not. His eye was twitching. I think my favorite line I had on Cory Booker here is Cory Booker's the color of chocolate milk. He looks like he's trying to scare America straight.
Yeah, he does.
Because when he talks, his eyes are so wide.
Like,
I think he can see things that we can't.
yeah.
And they're frightening.
Just because his
Because
eyes
his
are so
face-
much wider.
Yeah, and his face is so scared.
Yeah. Like, he's the whole scared straight thing is hilarious. Because, yeah, he's looking at you like if he was if we took everyone in the Special Olympics and then we put him in the military,
Yeah.
he's their drill sergeant. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Hey,
Like he's like the drill, like scared
quit
straight.
playing with your asshole. Can you get the goddamn line? Like, what
Like
the fuck is happening?
he would be the drill sergeant for like retarded people if they were like
because they're the
able
only
to go
ones
to
that would
the-
listen to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Fuck
he's
this
so
guy.
bad at his job.
Like I just fucking I look at him. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Dude.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
I think my favorite thing he said was, "I come from a black and brown community," and I was thinking in my head, you don't say that at home. You say a black community. Don't try to fucking catch my side on this one and be like, "Oh, they're brown too." Like, no, you're like, this is a. I bet you could go back in time and catch him saying, "This is a historically black community." I bet you could find that shit.
What I want is
What I'm saying is, I don't trust him.
yeah, I don't trust.
He
him
looks like
either.
milk chocolate. It makes me thirsty. I have diabetes. I can't have any. Very upset.
Yeah, I get it.
Beautiful skin tone though.
Yeah, he
He's like
he takes care of himself. for
He's
sure.
like a Derek Jeter level, like
Jeter-
chocolatey, perfect mix of black and white.
I think there's like a term, like a pornography term that we can describe. It's like red bone or yellow bone.
It's true.
I think.
Yeah.
I need to look into it. It's one of those two things. Somebody who's listening to me probably knows.
Yeah, and that person,
Kudos.
yeah, that shows some real research dedication. You must frequent ebony sites.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, speaking of Booker, I think the next question in the
Because that's
night-
what we were talking about.
right? the next question was to Booker, and the question was, because Liz Warren is thinking about breaking up big tech companies and shit. And he was like, "Oh, we shouldn't like." You said, I think the question was like, you need to. Shit. The question was.
What, wasn't it like, why didn't he name individual companies or something? Because he was trying to say something, but he didn't want to reflect on the exact companies doing the problem or whatever.
The question was, like you said, Liz Warren wants to break up big tech companies, and you said we need to have a process. We just cannot be just like going
smashing
up
these things up.
Yeah, willy-nilly. Why do you disagree? And his answer was like, I don't disagree.
Yeah. First of all, I don't disagree.
Yeah, even though he did.
Yeah.
And the whole time that I thought was cool, like he's talking and talking. He's like, no, like there's like big monopolies, yada, yada, yada. And Warren is just taking notes the whole fucking time. Like she's the only fucking, like the only reason I like Liz Warren is because she's also a nerd. You know what I mean?
I liked her because she was shaking and it looked like she needed a blanket. It made her endearing.
She was like a human chihuahua.
Yeah. Someone should get the chihuahua a blanket.
Yeah.
He looks scared.
Moving on, I think Castro had another question about the pay gap.
Oh, that guy.
He looks like an alien.
He does. An illegal alien. No, that was a shitty joke. No, he looks like E.T.
That was a great joke. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, no. That guy really won me over because he said something so fucking weird at this moment.
Oh, wait.
I took a note.
It was later on.
No. He said he was talking about women's equality, and he mentioned that his mother had to rent a home for them and not buy one, right?
Right.
And so he said, I know what it's like to rent a home. Yeah, but not when you were a kid. She was doing it.
Yeah.
And if you know how to rent a home now, it doesn't matter. You're an adult. You should know how to rent a fucking home.
Congratulations.
So that was such a weird claim that I didn't understand. He was like, I know how to rent a home. Like, yeah, we all do. You pay rent. You just pay it every month. Yeah, it's like owning a home, but you don't get to keep it at the end.
It's like constant. Like the thing is, if you notice,
it's like one-upsmanship.
That's it. Like
but
it's like
for
a big,
regular shit.
Yeah.
I'm not rich. I walked once.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole bit. It's like, I am also a human being.
Yeah.
You know, you notice that like majorly.
Much like you, I require food to survive.
Yeah. I also need sustenance.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't survive on this protein slime that Beto eats. If you could even call it eating. They just start slinging mud back and forth.
Yeah, dude. And the way Beto eats, he just like, I don't know, like he has like
he eats his caviar with 2 spoons.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're actually made out of wood or bone or some shit, not metal, because the metal reacts with the caviar, and that's not the way you're actually supposed to eat it.
I mean, burgers are good.
I eat caviar with a metal spoon. What was that bit that I thought was hilarious on SNL? And SNL's not that funny, but this was funny as shit. It was back in 2016 with the whole Larry David doing Bernie.
Oh yeah.
Turns out they're actually related.
That's funny.
Which is even funnier.
That's fucking hilarious.
But there was one bit.
I sound like my cousin.
Yeah. And he's all like, he's talking about billionaires or whatever. And he's all like, he's like, I only have 1 pair of clean underwear. Some of these billionaires they've got 2-3 pairs. And he's like, who are you gonna trust, a guy with 1 pair of clean underwear or these guys with 2-3 pairs?
Like that's the maximum amount his brain could allow for. This guy's got 3 pairs.
Yeah, like he's so ridiculous and shit. But moving back to Julian Castro, one of the notes here that I thought was funny as shit, because this question was they asked him something about like equality, and he's like, oh, gender pay gap, blah blah blah. Who gives a fuck? But later on in the debate,
that question, the prime cut steak that he gave us, served us up on a silver platter.
It was about abortion.
I felt rich.
Yeah, and it was on abortion, and he's talking about abortion, and he goes, and this is this is a legitimate question that I have because I'm ignorant to this. a trans woman, I'm assuming, is someone that used to be a man
Male.
and is transitioning to
To
female.
female, yeah.
Right. So he says that a trans female should have the right to an abortion.
Yeah. I wrote here, he said that a trans girl should have the ability to get an abortion. And then immediately after that, I put a comma. And then after that, I put, what a retard.
Yeah, and maybe I'm getting this wrong because I'm not very like astute when it comes to like what the fuck's going on.
They don't put ovaries in you that allow you to have a...
Okay, good. Because I'm not.
That's not how it works.
I don't mean that. What I mean is I don't understand.
I like
lingo.
how that came off too. Awesome. That's not what we meant, folks. He's saying that he's glad he got it and that this guy's an idiot. Not that he's glad that they can't have kids.
Great.
Yeah, great.
I'm just saying if we I guess I'm gonna have to clarify this. If we had the technology, I would be totally up for dudes being able to carry children.
Yeah, that'd be funny. I mean, we've seen it happen many times in movies, and it's funny every fucking time. Twins, great movie. Wait, no, that was Junior.
Junior, I'm sorry. Same actors though, right?
Yeah, same actors. Both of them.
It was Danny
DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
John Delaney on his knees.
Hold on. I had an Arnold talk here. Hold on. I wrote a note about Arnold. It really sucks that I didn't separate these better. It's just kind of one long string of bullshit. But here we go. Jay Inslee looks like he tans his scalp. But I agree with the union talk. He does the stupid Democratic hand thing too fucking much. He said, look it, that's kind of cool. Holy shit, he has chompers that rival Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he does.
It was...
Yeah.
God
he
damn,
looks
those
like
teeth.
he can eat like
steel.
Yeah, exactly. Like washers and like fucking
nuts.
like nuts and bolts. He has like the teeth from the Iron Giant.
They don't call me Iron Gut for no good reason. Like, what? Why? It's because he eats washers and nuts. Like, whoa, what a creep. But no, that he has the jaws of Jaws from James Bond.
Yes,
but they're not metal. They're
just regular teeth. Yeah.
So he's bad at it.
Yeah.
He can't even eat shit the right way. But
they can still break and shit.
But no, he did look like he tanned his scalp. Did you notice his tan went all the way to the top of his head?
Yeah, like he did it. Like it looked like he might be. This is what I think would happen. He's bald. He took a tan everywhere, and then immediately got like
hair plugs,
fantastic fucking hair plugs.
Yeah, and those would be good ones.
Yeah, like somebody did a great job.
Yeah, and they're like, I am an artiste, and then they're like, why is his scalp tanned? And then the guy just started crying.
It was the
like
the Wolfgang Puck of hair plugs.
Yeah. I've done it. These plugs are perfect. Like what? Why? First of all, why are you talking like that too?
And he just topped his head with like powdered sugar.
Yeah, just like it is complete.
Because he's still Wolfgang Puck. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, the trans thing, and if we post this, if somebody like could correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding once again, if you're a trans woman,
you don't get a uterus.
You can't have an abortion. You physically, it's just not possible to have one.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could, but like there'd be nothing there for them to even do anything.
What are they gonna? Where are they gonna? How?
Exactly.
I'm confused.
If you went in and you were like, "Give me an abortion," they'd look at you and they'd be like, "Done. You can't have a baby." Like we did it. Crushed
and everyone like
high fives all around. Yeah. It'd be like NASA at the end of fucking Independence Day.
Yes.
Everybody's fucking go nuts and their little monitors hugging high five.
Or Deep Impact.
Or any movie where NASA's involved.
Yeah.
And there's a big screen and a bunch of people.
Yeah, which one was the one with Billy Bob Thornton?
I don't remember.
Oh shit, it's him, Ben Affleck.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't Billy Bob Thornton.
It was.
It was Bruce Willis, wasn't it?
No, Bruce Willis was in it, but also Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, you're saying he was just in it. I thought you meant he was the one on the screen crying.
No,
everyone's like, oh my God, now I know what it's like to be American in space. And they all start hugging.
Yeah. Everyone's like, and he looks away. Like they always do that. The director of NASA everyone's cheering and they look down like, oh, I can't be excited about this.
Yeah.
I need to convey power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that noise, but
like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
It's cheap is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I hope NASA looks like that, but I hope it's just so much nerdier.
This is all Asian people.
Yeah,
probably.
but like when they all go, yeah, I hope it sounds like, we,
Yeah. Hooray!
we did it.
Excelsior! And they're all wearing like their fucking like medieval times.
Lord of the Rings gear. We did it, Frodo.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody just starts throwing up their wizard hats in celebration.
We finally, much like the vanquishing of
Sauron. It really looks like good has overcome evil.
Yeah, exactly. That's a movie I'd get behind.
Yeah, what an exciting time. What an exciting time to be alive.
Speaking of Julian Castro, he did have one good moment.
Yeah, the gangsta moment.
Yeah.
Where the guy was like, where Mexican guy, because I don't know his name, just busts out, en esta situación. Like, he just starts going hard on the Spanish. And Julian Castro's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do about that, and just crushes it in English.
Yeah. And it was Jose Diaz Valar. The only reason
That's
I know
his name?
The only reason I know his name is because I used to watch a lot of Telemundo when I was a kid.
Okay, well,
'Cause we were poor.
the
and didn't
way
have
he
cable.
enunciates is fucking
retarded.
upsetting.
Yeah.
It's like he's yelling at you
nobody
all the
speaks like
time.
that.
Nobody talks like that.
Nobody.
Nobody's like,
Any white people that listen to this, we
en
don't speak
esta
like
situación. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Whatever, man.
He might be Puerto Rican. I don't know.
I hope so for his sake. He's making a mockery of the Spanish language.
But the actual the other one was when Castro was talking about Section 1325
Yeah.
of the Civil Code.
Yeah,
whatever
which
the fuck,
makes it illegal for them to come across it. in
makes
general.
it like a felony
Yeah,
instead of a civil offense. And he like calls out Beto on it.
yeah,
And he's all like, fucking, dude, you're fucking voted for it, bro.
yeah.
Or to keep it or whatever. And this dude's like, Beto's like, well, I mean, it's not for criminals. And this dude's like, yeah, but like the thing is that section makes it a crime, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My favorite part is when he's like, well, I just don't want drug dealers. And then he just shouts them down.
Yeah. And he's
He's
all
like,
like,
there's already
a thing."
provisions for that. Stop talking and answer my question.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was the most gangster thing I've seen in that whole debate. I think I took a note on it, actually. Let's go back. I'm really trying to milk these notes because it took me a long time to write them.
Yeah,
Here we go. Here we go. Castro attacking Beto. Beto ignoring him hard. At the first, when he first starts attacking him, he looks like he's not even paying attention.
Yeah.
He's like staring off in his face because he's Lurch. That's a robot also. And then here we go. Castro and Beto fight it out. The retired dummy jumps in and gets shut down. Because as soon as, I didn't mention that, that one of these gentlemen, if I could just find, is John Delaney.
Oh.
He looks like a retired ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He looks like Sapo the Clown or whatever the fuck, like the little sidekick puppet that everybody makes fun of and does the fucking, the guy's drinking water and he's like, I have policies too. Like that fucking guy. He retired and became a congressman or something. I don't know what he does for real, but he's trying to be president. And he tried to talk after all that talk of the illegal immigrants. He was like, well, I just want to say, and then the moderator's like, sir. And he goes, well, and they're like, sir, we're going to break. And he goes, like you could hear that he's tried to talk, failed, sucked it up, and just ate it.
I don't know if you caught this, but right before that, he's all like, John Delaney's like, wait, and I took note of this. He goes, wait, my grandfather was also separated.
That's what it was. He's like, my grandfather was separated from people too.
And the moderators are like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, sir. They sounded so offended when he tried to butt in on this. Like, you do not speak Spanish. You shut your mouth.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I don't speak Spanish. Like,
I guess you're right.
That was amazing. He
And then
got
he
shut the fuck down. It made him look like the weakest candidate immediately.
Dude, for sure.
Because Beto was like flaunting his
All of
fucking
these
giant cock all over these people. When they were trying to shut him up, he was like, no, I'm going to keep talking, even though blah, blah, blah.
And all of these motherfuckers, sans fucking Warren, they're all polling at like, and Biden, no, Biden wasn't this one. Warren and I think it's Warren and maybe, nope, It's just Warren that isn't polling at like 0 or like 1. No one's above like 2-3%.
Yeah. And
They're
they
all
shouldn't
low.
be.
Yeah.
All these people should be fucking ashamed of themselves.
Yeah.
Like, if you thought you were going to be president looking like a ghost scared you and made you age 50 years, or looking like a ventriloquist dummy, or looking like the perfect marriage of black and white into a silky smooth milk chocolate fucking veneer, that is not what's important. Okay? You need to have fucking points, and you need to be smart. Also, the guy with the bad teeth who's mayor of New York has a black son, and I'm done talking about it.
Yeah, de Blasio. Well, like, the thing about de Blasio,
He did get the first like real applause out of everyone.
Yeah,
he started
and-
screaming about something. I
yeah,
can't even remember.
and he challenged other people, and he did a very and if folks aren't like, and like I said, most people don't follow this, but when he was running for mayor, he did the same thing. His strategy is to be the most progressive person there.
Yeah.
Like, if you notice, he's all like, the Medicare thing. He
Yeah.
goes, well, Medicare or the current insurance or healthcare system is broken. Why are you still supporting it, to John Delaney and
Yeah.
stuff? Like, he runs as the most progressive person, but he isn't. Like, it clearly isn't.
This made me laugh. 50-year-old baby starts screaming about Guantanamo Bay. I'm hyped. Oh shit, he kept talking. I'm out again. He lost me. Like, whatever he said about Guantanamo Bay, I
Tim
don't
Ryan,
remember
right?
what it was, but he was like, oh, I remember it was, these people are getting better health care in Guantanamo Bay. These terrorists. And I was like, dude, he is finally standing up for something. And then he just petered out. And I was like, I almost got emotional there. I almost felt something from this fucking creep. He looks like a total creep, by the way. He looks like they're going to find literal skeletons in his house.
For sure.
And
in his closet.
Yeah. And he's just like, those were there when I moved in. Like, just the most unbelievable lie. They're like, they have notes and like little dates on them, like the day he moved in. These are my moving in skeletons. Like, those are the fucking, don't harm these in shipment. But yeah,
he brought
them in.
Yeah,
they're old skeletons. He brought them into the house, the new house. But yeah, that guy, goddamn, dude, I couldn't remember his name for
Tim
a long,
Ryan.
like during the debate.
Yeah.
As it was on the bottom of the screen, I was like, I can't remember that guy's name.
Yeah, on the Chiron.
And it was there.
Like, you look at the Chiron, and it's just like
mumbled
alien
letter
like,
words.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like alien language or some shit.
it's in Braille. It's just bumps on my screen.
Oh man. But yeah, dude, Tim Ryan is his name.
See, you just did it too.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, because most of these motherfuckers are super forgettable,
Yeah.
man. They should not be running.
No, they shouldn't.
A lot of these motherfuckers are senators. They're gonna lose their fucking seat.
Yeah,
They're
because they
losing
decided
time.
to do this.
Like, what the fuck, man? Stop it.
Yeah.
Cut it out. But I told you that funny bit of when I originally watched the debates, the first debate, the moderators, or it wasn't even the moderators, they had like a pre-game thing.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that.
I watched it because, once again, I'm a fucking
Yeah,
lunatic.
you're crazy.
And I'm listening to these fucking people drone on about what they think the candidates are going to say and shit like that. And at that time,
Buttigieg brings up that he's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
he did a couple of times, by the way. And that he's a soldier,
yeah.
which is fantastic. Good
I
for
mean,
him.
seriously, that's
Makes
impressive.
sense. I think he was in the Navy too. Makes a lot of sense. Maybe Air Force. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh man. I don't know why, but my brain cut to him singing in the Navy in a Navy suit,
yeah.
like as a campaign at
With
in the Navy.
with a
My
dick
name
down
was
his throat.
Buttigieg in the Navy. I gave everyone head in the Navy. But no.
So yeah, in this pre-game thing, they were talking about this shit, and the funniest bit was that Tim Ryan, the guy that looks like he's afraid that people are going to find out that he's a shit monster,
he's a goblin
or whatever.
made
Like
of poo.
They had like a camera pointed at the debate stage, and every once in a while, candidates will come in and look around, like, where am I going to stand, shit like that.
Yeah.
And John Delaney looks like a frat dude.
A frat bro.
A frat bro that just found out that he actually raped that girl.
Oh,
You know what I
shit.
mean?
He's like, bro, she died. Like, what? And that was just the permanent face that he kept for the rest of his life.
Like he found out
He
that
killed a girl in college.
Yeah, that's the face that he had.
But in like
he had like a backwards cap.
in a real twist, he's got a giant cock. He just fucked her to death.
He fucked.
He's like, like that fucking Tim Allen noise that he makes. That noise goes through his head, and that's the face he got stuck with.
It's just forever.
You dicked her to death, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. And then he just looked like that for the rest of his life.
For a second, he was proud of it, and it's like, oh shit, I killed this girl with my dick.
Yeah.
And then he started slowly realizing the
implications of what was going to happen.
Yeah, and then he just got scared forever, and then he became the senator of Ohio.
Yeah, nobody found out. Turns out nobody found out. They covered it up just fine, like they always do for George Bush. And he was just like so scared that he couldn't stop making that face.
Right, exactly.
It's his telltale heart.
Yeah. Oh man, that's great stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break here.
Right, cool.
It's like Anthony Bourdain meeting Barack Obama. What was the name of the show?
Shit, I can't remember, but it wasn't No Reservations. I know that.
It was the other one, right? That he had.
Parts Unknown.
Parts Unknown.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you
I
were
almost
saying,
said it backwards, and that makes it sound like
Unknown
a crime
Parts.
drama. Unknown Parts. The last episode of Unknown Parts.
We found a leg, or it looked like a leg.
Yeah, I was gonna say, serve your defeated the purpose of the show. It looked like a knee, kind of. Could have been an elbow. We don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, can you imagine having to deal with this monster?
I don't know, man.
People don't give Barack Obama
the credit as a total fucking piece of shit.
Like he was this is my description of his administration. He was a imperialist with a smile on his face, and nobody knew. Yeah. Like this guy straight up had like kill lists, would be bombing fucking like churches and like fucking well, not churches, they're not really churches, they're fucking like whatever, what are the mosques or whatever in or like weddings, people being married, and like, oh, there might be a terrorist there, just fucking nuke the whole fucking place. Not nuke it, but just blow fucking bomb the shit. Yeah, blow it to shit. Honduras, which is now probably one of the most horrific places to live. We did a coup that the Obama administration, nobody knows about this, nobody talks about it. But and nobody talked about this, going back to the debates, nobody talked about it. Like some people were like, we should address the issues of why so many people from Honduras and El Salvador, Chile, fucking Panama and shit, why these people are all showing up out of nowhere. It's because we all, like, what we did in all these fucking countries is like, you have an elected official, we're going to replace him with a fucking dictator. That's horrific.
We always do that. That's our go-to.
We've done it literally everywhere in South America. Brazil recently, Argentina, we tried it. Venezuela, we've tried it. Bolivia, Peru, fucking Salvador, Honduras, all these countries, especially if you notice, it's always Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala. And these are all countries that we've recently been involved with in regime changes and shit. Yeah. Installing fucking dictators that fuck everything up.
Oh, speaking of which, at the end of this, when we're done with all this political stuff, I've been watching a lot of wrestling. So I just want to catch people up. G1 tournament.
All right, so speaking of, let's then do night 2.
Night 2.
Motherfucking night 2, which had the golden boy, Bernard Sanders.
It's true.
The one, the only, Bernardo Sanders.
He is the boy who lived, if you ask me. He's Harry Potter. He got really old, and nobody found out he lived till like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But he did it. He got all his Harry Potter glory at the end of his life when he was smart, unlike Harry Potter, who got it at the beginning of life when he was dumb.
Yeah.
It's a perfect storm.
It is the perfect storm. I mean, I'm obviously biased.
Me too.
I love Bernie Sanders, but I have not found another candidate that is not as consistent. Like there was a point where, because Kirsten Gillibrand was there, and she's like, "No, I've been hitting this for the past decade." And it's like, "Oh, that's adorable." Bernie Sanders has been talking about this before any of us were even born. Sans fucking Joe Biden. Which was like, he was like, "No, fuck
like,
that."
No, that's wrong.
But they're so sold on this like 1990s politics of we need to reach across the aisle. We need to be, when they go low, we go high. The whole Obama bullshit.
The shit that doesn't work.
The shit that does not work. The reason why the Democrats are consistently fucking losing all the fucking time is because we have, like, the establishment has this fucking notion that, oh no, we need to be dignified.
Yeah, like, we won't sling mud, and then everybody slings mud on them, and they're like, what happened? Which, it's like, well, you didn't do anything.
Which is, yeah, exactly, which is a great, like, I guess, segue into one of the worst candidates that were in the second debate, John Hickenlooper, the breakfast cereal. His whole bit, like, because they were asking him, like, okay, you're super against socialism. You know, some of these people are socialists. Only Bernie Sanders describes himself as a democratic socialist. Why are you against it or whatever? And his response is, well, you know, if we do these things, if we call ourselves this, or call ourselves democratic socialists, it's going to give an opportunity to the Republicans to call us socialists. And it's like, hey, man, have you been a part or understand the history of the United States and Republicans for the past, like, 80 fucking years, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? How fucking devoid of any kind of historical context are you? Like, that's what they've been doing since fucking FDR was trying to push Social Security. Yeah. He's a socialist. He's a commie. He's a fucking Russian. You know, since
they've been doing that. Like,
forever. Yeah. They're gonna do it. If you're a fucking Democrat, if John Hickenlooper wins the fucking presidency and he's all like, hey, I'm gonna initiate a fucking tax rebate for people, they're gonna call it socialist. Yeah. Even if it is a thing that the Republicans would do and always do anyways. They're always about fucking tax rebates and shit.
He seems like that guy that would have been caught by McCarthy and let it ruin his career by trying to, like, overly show that he was a capitalist. Like, no, I'm gonna spend $1 billion for this guy to follow me around and a guy to follow him around, a guy to follow him around so that they can tell you in no uncertain terms that I am not a socialist. Used a coupon. Fuck! You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Yeah, dude, like, it's trash. Like, it's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever, and it pisses me off because we have an opportunity. And this is when people are always freak out when I say this. That Trump is the greatest thing that has happened to this country because he has given us and he's shown us the ugliest shit that we do always.
He showed you what's wrong.
Yeah. He's a
highlighter.
Yeah.
And he highlighted everything that's wrong with this country.
Exactly. And it's nothing new.
And not even like most of it. He kind of covers every single base.
Which is why, like, when it comes to impeachment, nobody wants to impeach him. No, because they know. The reason why the fucking Pelosi and all these fucks don't want to impeach him because they know that the fundamental fabric of American, like, democracy is a complete fucking sham. Yeah. It's total shit. Nothing matters. It's all bullshit. All of it it's just on the whole thing is being balanced on the faith of the people. Yeah. And if we actually challenge these rights and things that the Congress can do, people are going to find out,
they've been doing this shit to us forever.
Not only that, but it's all these checks and balances
don't mean anything.
Bullshit. All of it is bullshit. And that's what they want to avoid. They want us. That's why when you hear all of these people, we need to restore democracy. We need to restore dignity. No. You need to show people all of it is fucked, which is why I love Bernie, because he's telling everybody it's all fucked, man. Yeah, we need to do better because if you keep doing this, you're just going to be worse. Fucked forever. It's all fucked. There is no such thing as checks and balances. No, it's all trash. If there were checks and balances,
they got crushed by the Patriot Act.
No,
at that point. Like, dude, if there was anything left of them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but, like, the thing is that the Constitution was designed to exclude people from the fucking beginning.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, how was it first? Oh, you have to have land. And you have to be white.
Yeah.
Right? So the founding fathers weren't these like all-knowing genius. No. They wanted to keep power. That's the thing. They were human beings.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same
They
today.
knew if they got away from England, they were going to have to shore it up or they would just take it.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody else
Come and take it away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no. We won, so we need to fucking make sure that these people don't snap out of what we tricked them into doing and realize they can go further. Because what they could have done is like, oh, we finally got out from the boot from England. What are we under your boot for?
Exactly.
And then we just become something completely different.
Who was it? In the immortal words of that drunken racist from The Patriot, the movie. What does he say? Because they're all like, we should go to war with England.
Yeah.
And he goes, so we're going to trade one, is it one tyrant 3,000 miles away or 3,000 tyrants 1 mile away?
Yeah.
It's such a hilarious movie. I love the fact that he hates Jewish people. It's just so homey, you know. It's not homey at all. It's hella fucked up.
I'm sorry, I was drinking and I couldn't come to the aid of the Jews.
Classic American.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm sorry. I spent that time refreshing myself when I should have been protecting you.
Protecting the Jews. But yeah, man, it's and none of it makes any sense. It's all bullshit. And like Trump gave us, at least when I say us, progressives, like a fantastic opportunity to actually affect change, to let people see, like, this is what it's like, man. It's not, and the only danger, I guess, and I'm kind of rambling here, but the only danger is that there's two things, right? And the one thing that I'm afraid of is that they're going to see Trump as the disease. Like, it wasn't like this without Trump. We should go. And a lot of the candidates are like, no, we need to go back. Like
back
Biden.
to 2004. Like, no, man, it wasn't any better.
It was shit always. It's been shit.
Yeah.
What I was hoping this would do, at least for people, like the general public.
Just wake them up.
Let them see this is the American political system. It's always been this way, except they're just nice to you.
Yeah.
And they say nice things.
Yeah.
And they have this, like, facade of decorum. Trump showed up as like, I'm going to...
Fuck decorum.
Yeah, fuck decorum. I'm just going to tell
you.
Fucking, this is what I'm going to do because I can.
Yeah.
Because I can do it.
And I'm going to be a real shithead about it.
What the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah.
And that's the truth. This American democracy is so fucking flimsy and easily to get fucking fucked. It's insane. You know? So whenever people talk about American democracy is the greatest... No, it's not.
No.
It's not. It's so easily, like, taken over and manipulated and fucking bought and sold, which happened fucking, like, 100 fucking years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's like, I don't know, if we were playing a card game, that they held all the cards the whole time, and they were just giving you a card every once in a while to make you think that you had something.
Yeah.
I got an ace. Well, I have 4 kings, but, you know, that's beside the point. The point is, you got an ace, man. Good job. You know, you might win this one. Anyway, these 4 kings took all your shit. Anyway, you got you got a 10 this time. It's getting better, you know.
And like the idea that the Voting Acts right has to be extended, or it used to be extended, or Roe v. Wade is not actually a law; it's just a precedent set up. Like, why don't we pass it as a law, a federal law? No, it's just a precedent. It's a precedent in the Supreme Court or whatever. It's not an actual law. Why don't you pass it? Why didn't the Democrats pass it when Obama was around? Because they love it so much. Yeah. Right? They were in control of the House. They were in control of the Senate. And they were in control of the fucking, like, Supreme Court. Yeah. And the fucking White House. They could have easily passed it like that, even if it was challenged.
Yeah,
federally.
they can still make it.
They can still make it because they controlled the fucking Supreme Court, but they didn't. Why? Because it's all a political fucking football. Yeah. Because we need to get people to keep people fighting each other constantly. It's not about the American political system is not about fixing things. No. It's about maintaining these people in power. That's what it is. That's it. You know, and it fucking drives me nuts.
It's like that thing. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a cartoon. It had the Republican and Democrat arguing, and then behind it said corporations, and they were holding both fucking puppets. Like, it's the same person.
Yeah.
The same agenda
Right.
gets put across no matter what party it is. It's a rich person's world, and you just kind of inhabit space.
Yeah.
Oh, and they charge you for it. So it's not even like you get to live there for free.
Yeah. So the second night had Bernard. It had it had the Giants.
Yeah.
It had
if I could compare it to New Japan Pro Wrestling, this was the A block.
Oh.
In the G1 tournament, it had your Tanahashis. It has your Okadas, the two top stars. It has your Will Ospreay's junior heavyweight champion. It has your bright and shining matches, your Kentas, your important people. And then there's Block B, which was night one.
Yeah.
It's got your John Moxley and your Naito. And everybody else is a bunch of fucking chumps.
If you can compare one of the chumps. Let's do this as an exercise.
Okay.
Block B, compare them to night A. Assign a fighter with a candidate.
Okay, I will. You know what's funny? There are 10 in each one.
That's perfect, dude.
I could literally break this down.
Do it.
But I need the lists of both, so hold on.
Let
me get your A block and your B block going. All right,
So,
it's gonna be easy for night one because like there's only two guys that matter. It's your former fucking Dean Ambrose, your John Moxley, which at this point I'm gonna call who was kind of like an outsider, kind of, but they fit right in.
Night one.
Yeah. How about you didn't think they were going to be the one to take it, but they got a little shit in that you weren't expecting?
A night one?
I guess it'd be like Elizabeth Warren.
Liz Warren for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I think that would be your John Moxley.
All right.
And if you don't know who John Moxley is, he's a former WWE star that quit the WWE, said everyone there's an asshole, went to Japan and signed up with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
That sounds, you know what? That sounds eerily like Elizabeth Warren. Because
like she gave up on being in that super group.
She used to be, she used to be a Republican.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. She's John Moxley.
Yeah, she used to be a Republican, and she was just like, oh, this sucks, man.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm going to the other side. So yeah, that's what it is. Currently, he's leading the B block.
Dude, Liz Warren's doing pretty. Man, Kev, you're pretty good at this, man.
All right,
it's kind of freaky.
All right, this is your B block. Okay, I'm gonna try to kind of give him a grade as I go down. Juice Robinson, strong B. Toru Yano, that guy's a joke. His matches are joke matches. Like he literally does wrestling comedy.
So he's John Delaney.
Yes, I was gonna say it's funny because Toru Yano got 2 sneak wins over very good competitors in this block already, which I find funny because John Delaney shouted his way into a couple of arguments.
Yeah, he did.
And he got some points in there, but they were joke points. Like, they don't mean anything. Okay, you got Tomohiro Ishii. Underrated, solid B-plus player, but the thing is he always has great matches. He's not going to win the tournament, but he's going to get a lot of points, and he's going to be up there as far as like the matches you want to see. So I'm going to give that one to who was entertaining. You know what? I'm going to give that one to de Blasio.
De Blasio.
Yeah, because he was
sense.
Solid in what he did, but he, you know he's not going to win. All right, Tetsuya Naito. He's going to win out of that block. So who do I think's going to win out of that block?
At least move on.
Yeah, exactly. Like move on to the next shit. That's hard because I kind of want to give the Naito to Warren.
Yeah.
But she fits to John Moxley so well.
Yeah,
but the thing is just no one else is going to get out of there.
No way.
I guess it's Cory Booker.
I don't think so.
But it's the only one that fits because nobody else I could see even getting out of this thing without any like deep destructive things to their political careers. I think Cory Booker could still play. Even if he gets out of here, he'll get a couple scratches, but he'll still be pretty good for the next time.
He'll be in the game.
Yeah, so I'm going to give him my Tetsuya Naito.
I think he is.
You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to give him a Hiroki Goto.
Who's Hiroki Goto?
Hiroki Goto has won this tournament before in 2008, but he's had a rocky time these last few years. But he just left Japan and went to the LA dojo and trained with one of the other guys, and he came back in the best shape of his career.
Oh, sure.
So he actually pulled off a strong win.
He might
too,
be fucking Bernie Sanders.
No. That's Block B, dude. You don't want to be in Block B. That's what I'm saying. This Hiroki Goto, hey, he's a Block B player though. I'd give him an A-, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
pretty
so
gangster.
I think that would be Cory Booker. I'm trying to think of a Tetsuya Naito in this one. I think I might have to give it to Beto just because,
Yeah.
like, Naito's popular,
Beto,
but he's hurt.
Yeah,
Like,
that makes sense.
Naito's popular, but he's real banged up. So he might win the block, but he's not going to fucking win.
So I'm going to tell you the next round of debates.
Okay.
They're going to be good, actually.
All right. Those are pretty much everybody I wanted to bring up. So I guess your Tetsuya Naito and your Jon Moxley, which is your closest ones, are going to be your Elizabeth Warren and your fucking and your Jon Moxley. Block A.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Heavyweights.
This is the real legit motherfuckers. All right.
Andrew Yang could be the guy that might make it out.
But he would be in Block A.
Why?
Because night 1 is Block B, night 2 is Block A.
I gotcha.
So Block A, this is where the shit really gets going. You got your fucking champion of the world, Kazuchika Okada. He's perfect. He's like gonna win. So, like, he could also not win,
Right.
but he's the dead-on favorite because
Right.
he's the champ.
Right.
He's gonna lose a few matches. He might lose the tournament, but he's gonna fucking look strong doing it, no matter what happens.
Okay.
So I think that might be your Biden.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because Biden is the favorite.
Yeah.
He's the favorite, even though he looked like shit in the fucking debate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looked terrible.
All right. So next guy up, Hiroshi Tanahashi. He is the motherfucker from the last, I'd say, 20 years in New Japan. He was the fucking tippy top star for a solid 10 years.
Right.
So, he won it last year.
Oh.
But he's probably not going to repeat because, it's difficult. And he's a little hurt. So who is up there, can really get shit done, has proved it in the past, but probably isn't going to win because of new injuries?
I'm going to say Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to say it, and it hurts to say it.
Yeah, but he's tried and true. He's
tried
the
and
fucking
true.
shit. He's the truth.
He's the
but
truth.
He's banged up and old.
He's banged up. He's old, but
Yeah.
he's been consistent for fucking 50 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, yeah, he's your Hiroshi Tanahashi. He's your star that everyone's going to cheer for. He might not win, but everybody's going to love him regardless.
He's going to love him either way.
Because he already set the precedent that he's the fucking greatest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. So, next guy. This guy went to WWE. He fucking failed there.
He sucked.
Failure. But the reason was because his style doesn't consist with the WWE style. It doesn't go with it. So it's impossible for him to flourish in a system that's not going to take the type of wrestling he does seriously.
Right.
So this guy's named Kenta. He's from an outside rival Japanese promotion, but he's come back to New Japan to reignite his career, right? So he's trying to make a comeback, and he's getting shit done. He's winning. Like, he's winning his matches, and impressively.
That's Kamala Harris.
All right. Well, there you go. That's the Kenta.
Yeah.
She's the Kenta.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
She sucks. Like, I hate her guts, but she's showing up, and she's like
Really getting shit done?
She's like increasing in polls like crazy.
All right. I think Kota Ibushi is Buttigieg.
He's a faggot? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know what? Look, just because you said it, in wrestling, him and Kenny Omega were partners, and their name was the Golden Lovers.
Oh, okay. Boom.
So, yeah, it works. Okay, he's very flashy. Okay, everybody loves his matches. He just signed a long-term contract, so they're going to do something with him. He's going to get pushed for sure. He might win the tournament.
He might get some shit pushed in.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and for sure. That's not even a question. Like, that's just what he does. But anyway, he might win. He's a real contender, like a legit, he might win this tournament. But he's taken a couple losses. So he's kind of banged up. But he's kind of the shit. Like, everybody expects him to win.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's your Buttigieg. Because everybody's looking at this guy like he's the next up-and-comer.
Everybody loves Buttigieg.
He's like the heir apparent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's Kota Ibushi. All right. So this is where the guys start getting either bigger, less popular, around there. You know, these are not your aces anymore. Okay, Will Ospreay. He's punching above his weight class. He's a junior heavyweight. He entered the heavyweight tournament. He's going to get a couple good wins. He's going to be consistent, but he's not going to win the tournament. But he's punching above his weight class.
Marianne Williamson.
There you go. All right. That's your Will Ospreay. That's kind of your last awesome guy. Okay. Now here we go. Evil. His name is King of Darkness, Evil. He's a big dude. He's not the biggest dude, but he's big enough to where he can push shit around and makes the small guys look smaller. But the big guys, he looks little compared to the big guys, but he can still fuck them up. You know what I mean?
Julian Castro.
All right.
But he still sucks.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, okay. Here we go. Zack Sabre Jr. Skinny. But he's a master of wrestling. He's a wrestling hold guy. He's not going to beat you by beating the shit out of you. He's going to beat you by tying up into a pretzel and fucking your shit up. His finishing move's called reorienteering with Napalm Death, which sounds fucking cool.
Does.
But he looks like a twig that came to life. So it's kind of, he's got his flaws.
Dude, I don't know who I would assign that to.
Yeah, that and he's British. So there's that. If anybody has an accent, I guess they give him the Zack Sabre Jr. treatment. He always does well in this tournament, but he's not going to win.
Damn, dude. I don't know. Maybe Christian Gillibrand? Like, she's feisty?
Yeah.
Like, she talks a lot?
Oh, she talks mad shit, too. This guy won a tournament earlier this year, a different tournament, and he bitched about the beer being hot, and he said when he's champion, they better bring him cold fucking beer. So that was pretty cool. Like, I was like, all right, fair enough. Okay. So this is, I'm going to get into this next guy. This next guy is very popular, but he doesn't talk much. He's a real actions, straightforward kind of guy. Doesn't say much at all. Everybody cheers when he says something because he normally doesn't. He keeps it quiet and cool. He's the coolest guy, probably as far as demeanor. His name's Sonata. He's pretty good. But he's not going to win. He has hopes to be the champ later, but not now.
Not now.
He's too young. He hasn't worked out his charisma yet.
Andrew Yang?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
He's a young Asian fella.
Yeah, it's true.
That people like the things that he says.
He says a few things, but what he says that people like.
Did you? Oh, speaking of, do you remember that? Keep going.
Okay, so there's only two guys left. These are the Bruisers. They're gonna lose, but they're gonna upset motherfuckers. Okay. Your first guy's, you're gonna love his name. Bad Luck Fale.
Okay.
So
love it.
He wins about 3 matches a year. But every time he comes in this tournament, he's in the tournament every fucking year. But every time he comes in the tournament, he fucks somebody over.
Tulsa Gabbard.
Yeah, they lose to him, and they're fucked.
Yeah.
All right. And then the American Psycho, Lance Archer. He's a maniac. He's the biggest dude in the tournament. He's a fucking, he fucks people up.
Yeah.
He's not going to win the tournament, but he's already upset 2 people.
Jay Inslee.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's the Lance Archer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There you go. There's your G1 fucking... If we could compare American politics to Japanese wrestling, we just did it.
Boom. They said it couldn't be done, folks.
Yeah.
But it was done here.
It was done.
Tonight.
So, yeah, we're huge Tanahashi fans around here. Okay, just so you know, the level that Tanahashi takes his shit... He has his ring suit that he wears to the ring, right? Mm-hmm. He's got a jacket. He's got pants. The pants are going to be there because he's going to wear them no matter what. The jacket is just when he comes to the ring. He takes the jacket off. He wrestles like that, right? But this jacket has a hole where his stomach is.
No.
You know why?
Because he's got a power gut?
No. He expects to be champion. So he wants the hole where the belt goes. He doesn't even he's like, I don't need anything there. I don't need clothes there because that's where my championship belt goes.
That's got to be Bernard, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the people's champion. His name is the 1 in 100 years talent.
Once again,
yeah.
Bernard.
Yeah, he's Tanahashi. He plays air guitar when he wins.
You know how cool it would be if fucking on inauguration day Bernie wins.
Tanahashi shows up
and
hands him the belt,
and also they both do air guitar.
Yeah, and he has a hole in his suit where the championship belt should go.
Oh man!
I have a hole in my hair where my crown should hang.
Yeah, there you go, man. Boom. All right, night 2.
All right. I'm just going to real quick show you a picture of Hiroshi Tanahashi. This is primetime Tanahashi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He looks just like Bernie Sanders.
His hair's amazing, by the way. Like, it's literally better than ladies' hair.
Yeah.
People who meet him are like, his hair looks amazing.
His hair is amazing.
Like, one more picture of the hair, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
It's legit.
solid.
He's fucking legit. He's a legit guy.
So, night 2. First question goes to Bernard. And I'm a little disappointed with his response. The question was, will taxes go up for the middle class under your Medicare for All proposal? He didn't really fucking go over it. He kind of stumbled around. And he started talking about, like, you know, his basic rhetoric, which is, you know, the rich are getting richer, yada,
Poor
yada, yada.
poorer, yeah.
All that other good stuff. And then they actually had to ask him again, so are the taxes going to go up? Which is almost like a gotcha question. And I think he needs to elaborate on this a lot more.
He needs to not fall prey to the gotcha journalism.
Right. He needs to be like, yes, of course they're going to go up.
I think he did say that at some point.
At some point, yeah.
But he kind of bumbled his way into it.
Yeah, he botched it a little bit. He should have been like straight up from the beginning. Yes, of course they're going to go up. But if you look into the amount of money that Americans are paying into healthcare, premiums, copays, out-of-pocket costs,
it evens out.
It's going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
You're going to be gaining more money.
Yeah.
And he's now kind of like starting to do that more often, like in interviews and shit. But yeah, that was the first question, and I was kind of disappointed with his answer a little bit. But it kind of went on. And the next question was awesome, and it was to Joe Biden.
Uh-huh.
And it was about they had gotten a hold of some shit that he had said in like a fundraising dinner or some shit. And he's talking to like a bunch of fucking like rich ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And he told them, "Hey man, you know, if we make it, nothing's going to change fundamentally. You know, nobody's standards of living are going to change.
Down. Yeah.
No, not go down. Just they're not going to change. Everything's going to be the same. You're good." And they asked him, like, "What did you mean by that?" And he goes, "Oh man, what did you mean by that?" And he goes, "What I meant was that the middle class needs dignity."
What the fuck?
Exactly. So it's like, what? Like,
what's that supposed to mean?
Exactly. It's like you're saying everything.
We need to clean up this swine. Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, it's like everything's going to be the same. You said that. Nothing's going to change fundamentally. So when they asked him, what did you mean by that? And his response is, we need to give dignity back to the people. Well, in order to do that, you have to affect change, bro.
Yeah.
The problem is there is no dignity for these fucking people.
Yeah.
So if you say everything's going to be the same, and what you mean by that is, I'm like, when you say I'm not going to change anything, and then you say we need to give people more dignity. Well, in order to do that, you need to change shit, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that kind of like bleeds into my next point. If you notice, you never heard an actual answer from anybody. Most of these people.
No.
It was always like, here's a question. Oh, I'm going to go over talking points. Like, bloop, 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 bloop. I'm not going to answer.
I've got my point across. You may have the mic back.
Exactly. And it's not even like points that were relevant to the fucking question.
They pulled a bet, though.
Yeah.
They were like, fuck what you just asked me. This is what I'm going to say.
Right. And that's the way it kept going the whole fucking night. Everybody did it. Even fucking Bernie. And I can admit it, being a fucking Bernie fanatic, I love him. But he did the same fucking thing. Like, he needs, like, and I get it, because it kind of leads into the fundamental issue of these fucking debates, because all these people are trying to do is to be heard.
Yeah.
Like, I need everybody to know me, so I'm gonna vomit out my fucking talking points, and even
repeat them.
Yeah, even if it has nothing to do with the question.
To the detriment of answering these questions.
Exactly.
I'm going to blast out my word vomit.
Like, I don't know why we can't just have, like, a situation. We should not have 10 fucking people on a debate stage.
Yeah.
You should have, like, 2-on-2, 2-on-2, 2-on-2.
Yeah.
Have it be a fucking week, 2 weeks.
You know what? It could just be cut into 5s, dude.
Yeah.
That would be manageable. You know what? Do 5 with 3 commentators or people moderating. So you can actually yell at these motherfuckers, have 3 people yelling at them, and them not being like, well, as long as I duck the question, these other motherfuckers have to deal with me. Like, no, dude, you're going to answer these questions.
Right. Yeah, it was a shit show. Like, once again, the whole thing. And I think the next question, or the most notable one next to it, was and I think I already went over this, Hickenlooper.
Yeah.
When he was...
he's, like, scared of being a socialist.
Yeah, he's horrified of the word socialism.
Yeah.
And
it seems like it's just a word.
It is.
He just, like, is scared of it. He seems like he came out of the 50s when that shit was a problem.
And I think that's the strategy, is that no, there's still a bunch of old fucks.
Yeah.
Because our generation, millennials, don't give a fuck about the word.
Doesn't mean anything.
Care. It doesn't. We didn't go through the Cold War.
Russia hasn't been a thing since I was 3.
Yeah, not even, I don't think.
89's when the wall came down, right?
Yeah. How old were you?
I was 3.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Huh.
So yeah, I don't even remember the USSR as a thing.
Right, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
All I remember is Russia and being like red, white, and blue, just like us, right? And everybody looking at me like I was a fucking maniac because I was a child and I didn't understand. But yeah, their flag was always red, white, and blue, just like ours. Like, that's the first thing I think of when I think of Russia. Not the sickle and the fucking stars.
Yeah.
None of that. Just, it's red, white, and blue, just like us. As ill-informed as that opinion was when I was 4. That's what I remember.
It's better than most people's.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like he's just like horrified of the idea, and in the debate he was like, if you call yourself a Democrat, because the question to him was basically, why are you so against this, like the notion of socialism or whatever? There's one candidate, Bernie Sanders, that describes himself as a Democrat socialist. Why are you against it or whatever? And he's like, hey man, like if we start saying this, then the fucking Republicans are going to start calling us this.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, they do that already, man.
Yeah.
Obama was a socialist. Clinton was a socialist.
Yeah. Everybody's been a socialist since at least the 50s.
Exactly. The whole McCarthy.
Yeah, when that became a thing, like, oh, just call them commies.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
And like going back to what I was saying, like this guy's totally like he's there's 2 options. One, he's totally fucking retarded and stupid, doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
About like historical context or anything, because that's what the Republicans will do constantly. Or 2, he's just fucking like purposely misleading people.
Yeah. That could be it too.
I think that's the
he
more
could be a regular
thing.
Sabotage candidate.
Yeah.
He's just in there to make the other guy look bad, not necessarily win. He's the chop block of candidates.
Yeah, he is. And right after that, they asked Booty Judge a question about why he was against free college, and it was the same answer as Klobuchar had, which was, well, like, we're giving free college to fucking everybody, so fuck
and that's
that.
A problem.
Right. So who gives a fuck? And then Swalwell had a question about the similar thing, and he just said, like, we need younger people.
Yeah, that was that guy's thing.
The whole night, he was looking like Luke Walton and just telling everybody that he was younger than them. Yeah.
And it's my generation that's going to do this, and my generation is going to do that. And you old people need to get out of the way.
By the way,
dude, just so you know, that's not how it works. You know how you get old people out of the way? You fucking kill them.
You murder them.
Yeah.
You stop giving them health care.
Exactly. You destroy them. You destroy them like you would destroy someone your own age. You don't let ageism get in the way at all. You don't look at that old man like he's your grandpa. You look at him like he's the fucking enemy, and you destroy him.
You fucking slit his fucking throat.
Exactly. What do you think fucking Joe Biden did when he was young?
Yeah, he fucking murdered old people.
He destroyed those old senators.
Yeah. I think he made a point at some during the debate that it's like, when I was a fucking child, is Swalwell. Like, there was like a senator that showed up, and he said, we had pass the torch or whatever. And he was right, and he's right today. He needs to pass the torch, and he's talking about Joe Biden or whatever.
And Joe Biden was like, fuck you. This is my torch.
Yeah.
I stole it from the last guy. You're going to have to steal it from me.
He's like, you have to pry this fucking
out
torch
of
from
my
my
fucking hands.
fucking cold,
dead hands.
dead fucking fingers. Which was hilarious, dude.
Yeah, he used the NRA line in the fucking Democratic.
If you want it, come fucking take it.
Come take it, motherfucker.
She did the line from the Lord of the Rings movie. I think it was the first one. Liv Taylor with Frodo, and then the ring wraiths are coming towards her. Yeah, and she's like, "If you want him, come and take him." And the water
horses.
Show up.
Elrond.
Yeah, it was Elrond.
Yeah, he busting shit out from back in the day.
He busted a fucking horse waterfall of cum.
Exactly, and he was there when the strength of men failed.
That's true. He was.
I'm sorry, that was a joke for like 10% of the population who read Lord of the Rings and loved it as much as I did.
Like maybe 10, maybe 5%. That was pretty great.
Yeah. And then my favorite part of that whole movie. No.
Yeah, he just walks away.
Yeah.
He instantly gets fucked.
Yeah, he was there when the strength of men failed, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, all this politics.
So was Bernie
Bro,
Sanders.
the strength of men failed long ago.
Yeah.
It failed at Mount Doom. Failed at Mount Doom.
Dude, I think Bernard might be Elrond.
Yeah.
In the situation.
He's the last of a dying race.
Yeah. He's there, and he's been there.
He was there when the strength of men failed.
Yeah, and he's been consistently there when the strength of men failed.
Yeah. I was there when the strength of men failed.
I was there.
Isildur.
Refused.
Throw it in. Destroy it.
They're gonna get us if you don't do it.
They're coming. I know we just killed him, but he's gonna live.
I'm telling you, this is not gonna end good for nobody.
It can't.
Oh man. Moving forward, the next question. This is the funniest moment of the night, I think, and it was the Mexican guy asking Andrew Yang a question. A question about his and the question, I'm gonna read it as close as I took kind of scattered notes about it, but Andrew Yang, your signature policy is a dividend of $1,000 per person per month, and it works out to something like a couple $1 trillion a year.
Yeah. And
they go, how are you going to do that? And his response goes, excuse me?
That's impressive.
It's impressive because that's the one thing this guy talks about. That's it. That's what he's a single issue candidate.
Yeah.
And they're like, how are you going to do it? And he goes, huh?
And then he explained it. But it's like they caught him off guard. Like,
oh,
like,
shit.
It's like if you asked a fucking hack comedian what the catchphrase is. Yeah. And he's like, what? And then he's like, that's my potato. You know what I mean? Like, he later regurgitates the line, everybody claps, and he's like, oh, God.
Yeah. And then they did this, after that, they did the 1 or 2 word responses for major policies that you would enact or whatever, and I wrote them down. Swalwell, ending gun violence. Bennett, climate change and the economic mobility. Jello-brand, family shit. Harris, DACA guns, tax cuts. Bernie, which is awesome. He goes, when they ask him, he goes, I reject the premise of the question. He's like, there's not one fucking thing. Yeah. Finally, somebody told these people that their fucking questions are ridiculous.
You're stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was his response, which is awesome.
I don't agree.
Biden was just, Obama was great.
Yeah.
That was it, and we need to defeat, this is the one that was like, what would you do? The first one thing that you would do if you were the president.
Oh
or whatever.
yeah, and then this guy's like defeat Donald Trump.
Biden was like
inherently this
Trump.
Question means that you've already beaten him.
You've already done it.
You've already won.
Yeah.
What would you do after destroying the ring, Frodo? I would destroy the ring. You've already done that.
You did that already, Frodo. What the fuck are you talking about? Booty Judge says we need to fix democracy, whatever the fuck that means. The Yang thing said $1,000 for all. Williamson was like, she was gonna call New Zealand
and tell them what's up.
Yeah, and tell them, be like, hey, fuck you, New Zealand. You can suck it. We're gonna be the best.
Yeah. You write that down, New Zealand. That's a promise.
You fucking take note, New Zealand. You going down, bro.
We're coming for you, and not in the way that you think. Like, wait, how? I'm not gonna tell you. It's a secret.
It's a fucking surprise.
It's not just a secret. It's a surprise.
It's actually gonna be fun. It's gonna be streamers.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have a good time.
Yeah, everybody but you.
Oh man. So the next question was gun reform, and they did the same like panel thing. Swalwell was like, we need to get rid of assault weapons or whatever, buybacks, and stuff. And Bernie's response was funny as shit, because he's just like, pretty much in a nutshell, he goes, everyone in a position of power hates me. That was his response. You know what I mean? And Swalwell actually challenged him. He's like, oh, well, are you going to do buybacks? Because you said you wouldn't do buybacks or whatever.
And didn't he just go, yes?
At the end of it, he goes, if that's what the people want, yes. You know, and it's like, cool. That's awesome. Because that, like, Swalwell was just like, oh man, I got him finally. I'm gonna shine. By the way, Swalwell has already dropped out of the race.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's done.
Nice. He can go back and coach the Lakers.
Yeah, exactly.
Luke Walton style.
Yeah. Kamala Harris was like, we need to do something about this.
Yeah, like that the most generic.
Yeah. And then there was a viewer question afterwards, and it was basically, you know what? Fuck that. Oh, right. It was a viewer question. Lester Holt was asking the guy with like the giant forehead, and the viewer question was from some lady from like Toledo or some fucking shit. And she was like, hey, man, like, I'm afraid that our institutional norms and governmental institutions are being soiled by this present administration. What are you going to do to make it better and to fix it? And
Bernie was like, Roombas.
Right. Roombas for all.
Roombas for the White House. They're going to mechanically clean up what this filthy man leaves behind.
And the question went to Michael Bennett, the guy from Colorado.
Oh, the guy that was like, I've done it in Colorado.
Yeah. And he said,
in Colorado.
We need to restore democracy, whatever the...
Yeah. Because it's gone now.
Jeez.
Right now, it's this election isn't happening because they've eliminated democracy. It needs to be restored, you guys.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's just all of this shit.
We're going to vote these people in to bring it back. We're going to democratically vote them in to bring back democracy.
Because it doesn't
Because right now it doesn't exist. It's clear tyranny. But when this election happens...
We're bringing it back.
Yeah, we're going to vote it back in.
And then yada, 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 some shit happened, and I legitimately stopped paying attention until there was a question about, Trump has been doing all kinds of fucked up shit to other countries, talking mad shit, and basically the question was, which country would you apologize to or say sorry to?
Yeah, I remember that. Which one are you going to apologize to first?
Exactly, yeah. And Marianne Williamson talks about the European Union. She said, I would call up the European Union and say, we're back. And then nobody gave a fuck. Hickenlooper said China.
Yeah.
Andrew Yang
also said China.
Yeah, China, North Korea. Booty Jets, I don't know what the fuck he said. NATO, Biden. Sanders basically said everybody.
Yeah.
Harris said...
I would make an open call to the rest of the world and be like, oops.
We
I
really
did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Ooh, baby, baby.
That was actually pretty good, man. Harris said NATO. Gellibrand said Iran. Bennett said Latin America, NATO, and the European Union. I'm sorry. Swalwell had like a catchphrase. He said, "We're breaking up with Russia and we're making up with NATO." And then he just sucked some dude's dick afterwards.
He was like, "Now give me that cock." Tastes like NATO.
So we're kind of winding toward. No, we're not. So moving on. The next question was about Biden. There was two towards Biden, and they were asking him, "Hey man, you voted for the Iraq War, and that was
Do you regret it?
Like it was a spectacular failure.
Yeah.
Why should people trust your judgment?" And he goes, "Hey, I said that we should bring back the troops, and also we shouldn't do unilateral intervention in other countries," which totally sidestepped the question completely. And then Sanders was like, dude, basically Sanders was like, I fucking told you. I was telling everybody this is a bad idea. Yeah. I'm telling you it's a bad idea about Iran, and you're fucking half of these assholes are like, we need to do something about Iran. It's fucking happening again, you know? Which is pretty fantastic. So yeah, he didn't answer the fucking question. I'm going to go right out to the closing statements of night 2 because I
like Bernie's closing statement where he went, "I'm not that innocent."
He's done things in his past.
It's true.
Oh, baby.
He played with your heart. Got lost in the game.
All right.
And we're back.
Fucking closing statements for night 2 of the debates. It started out with Swalwell, which I think had the greatest opening statement. Or closing statement, excuse me. Basically, he said his kid's shit didn't smell. Started off by saying, "When I'm not changing diapers, I'm changing Washington." And sometimes, most of the time, the diapers smell better. Wah, wah, wah. Fuck this guy, man. It boiled down to him saying DC is terrible, and we need to get younger people to be in, which was his consistent fucking
Then he dropped
theme.
out.
And then now he's dropped out of the race, and he's no longer there.
They should do like a fucking Dawson's Creek type music as he walks away and he turns clear. You know what I mean? Like he becomes a ghost. Like
I thought you meant like went clear.
And then he's gone.
He's gone for good.
Yeah.
The next person was Williamson, Marianne Williamson. It was basically all you need is love. She said like something like, "Mr. President, I see what you're doing."
Oh yeah, he's like you've rallied the forces of fear, and I'm gonna rally the forces of love, and love always wins.
And okay, so I'm gonna say one thing to anybody that's like
trying to rally the force of love.
Yes.
No, thank you.
No, anybody that follows politics or knows anything about like independent media or anything. If you do, you would know who Dave Rubin is. Do you know who Dave Rubin is? Yeah.
Nope.
So Dave Rubin is this dude. He's like a piece of shit who fucking sucks, but he does independent media and stuff. He had her on his show, and Marianne Williamson, if you watch her interview with Dave Rubin's in the Rubin Report, she went literally from being a kooky loony to, holy shit, she actually fucking knows what she's talking about.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, dude. Big time. Yeah, I'll send you the interview and maybe we can talk about it later. But Dave Rubin is like like literally a tumor on like American politics or discussion of American politics. He's fucking stupid as shit. He's like an uber libertarian and shit.
Oh gosh.
This chick fucking destroyed this guy. Like
on his own show.
Made him look like a fucking fool. Like she was talking to a child. It was beautiful.
Nice.
Maybe we could watch it and talk about it. But yeah, Marianne Williamson, yes. she's fucking a kooky person. Yes, she's like a spiritual healer and all this shit. But when it comes to actual policies and speaking about policies, she's incredibly articulate. And the fact that when she actually had an opportunity to express it, she fucking nailed it.
Crushed it.
I was like, fuck, dude. Good for her, man. Good for her.
Yeah.
You know, do your thing, girl. I'm for you. She was fucking nutty as shit on the debate, though. Michael Bennett, the guy from Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
He was just like...
I did it in Colorado already. You're welcome.
The closing statements were like, hey, man, my parents like had worked hard and they did better, and then I also did better, so everyone else should do better, kind of.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
We started it in Colorado.
Exactly. John Hickenlooper, the breakfast cereal. He was like, hey, I used to have a small business. Socialism is bad. We don't need big government. Socialism is terrible. That was his last bit.
Keep saying that.
Jello Brand was basically, women are on fire in terms of what they're doing in politics.
We need to put them out.
Yeah.
Because it's dangerous to be on fire like that. You could hurt yourself.
Abortion, and voted against a bailout. The Yang thing. I can beat Donald Trump, and I'm going to give you $1,000 a month. That was his closing statement in a nutshell. Harris, she's going to put out a 3 a.m. agenda that she calls, because she's a big fan of Matchbox 20, and like the bill.
You've lost my vote.
No, she's all like,
you, Kamala Harris, have lost my vote. If my vote was the One Ring, you would have tossed it into Mount Doom at this moment.
I thought that was the funniest bit, because she was like, I want to do like a policy.
I must be lonely.
Exactly. That was the first thing that popped into my brain, because she was
I said, baby.
She said, baby. Yeah.
You're alone sometime. I believe her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rob Thomas.
Rob motherfucking Thomas.
Yeah, you're welcome, America.
Yeah, because she was like, no, like, I want to do like a policy platform about the things that keep you up at night at 3 a.m. So we're going to call this our
the
3 a.m.
cocaine policy.
Yeah, exactly.
I snorted a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I am up, bro.
Dude, I'm fucking
and
awake.
guess what?
What am I going to do?
Taxes keep me up at night. We're going to fix these taxes, bro, so I can sleep.
So, and then after her fucking Matchbox 20 fucking debacle.
I said, Rob Thomas, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. Did all this coke by myself. Oh, no. I ain't gonna be sleeping anytime soon. Believe it.
After that was Booty Judge, and his closing statement in a nutshell was politics to him are not theoretical. He's very serious about them. He used to be a soldier. Decisions will decide the future.
Inherently.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's how it happens.
That's
Bernie Sanders, we're all doomed. We need a revolution. That was.
Oh man, you know, it would have been better though if he was like, if people are allowed to continue the way they will, Dr. Doom will show up and he will doom us all. And then they smash cut to Dr. Doom in the corner being like, yes,
I will
show up.
No, but his actual, like, the best where he's shown the best was in the he did a very weak job throughout it.
Yeah, but at the end he's shown.
The end, he fucking, like, nailed it.
He tossed that ring into the fucking
he fucking tossed it in. But yeah, he did a great job, because he's like, everyone is going to listen to this and they're going to say, all these guys have pretty decent ideas. And I agree with that. Most of these people do. But nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
Nothing's, it's like, unless he has the perfect, he's, like I've said it before, he's channeling FDR beautifully, because what FDR did when people came up to him and said, like unions and shit said, hey, you need to do this, you need to implement this, he told them, make me do it. Like, go out and march. Go out and fucking, like, make a fucking racket.
Yeah, so that when I do it, no one's like, why'd you do that?
Exactly. Make me do it.
Yeah.
That's what Bernie's talking about. Like, it's not like the whole slogan, not me, us. You need to fucking do it. All of us have to. You have to go out and say it and fucking demand it.
Yeah.
It's not about the president doesn't do dick. It's people. It's people. You need to get the people to fucking do, and we've forgotten about it. Like, it's just fucking like in the 90s, especially the Democrats just went from being blue collar, the party of the blue collar worker, middle class, to just fucking corporate. During the Clinton administration, specifically, like, you can track like a date when it became a policy and a project. Fuck the fucking middle class. Let's talk about big donors. Fuck all of these people. You know, Clinton. And you can go back to that. And Sanders he says that.
I don't know why, but in my mind as a kid, I remember Bill Clinton and like Windows being like the same to me. You know what I mean? Like Windows, the computer program.
Oh, okay.
Like, because he got elected in what, 92?
I think it was 92.
Yeah, so I remember as he was president, Windows came out, and I saw a lot of Bill Gates and I saw a lot of him.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I remember as a child. A lot of Bill Gates and a lot of Bill Clinton.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think they kind of like, those things sense. In my head are forever together.
Yeah.
And I was like 6. So, like, I'm sure that, like, if I could figure that out as a child, but I'm sure people could figure it out now.
And the thing is, man, I don't know what the fuck. And that was the last of it. It was Sanders had the last like closing statement, and he knocked it out of the park. He's talking about going against it. Basically, in order to affect change, it's not a politician that's gonna fucking push anything. You need to have fucking people to do it. Not one fucking Obama as a savior.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't.
No.
Because that's what we tried in back then.
Yeah.
It didn't fucking happen. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I voted for him twice. I really thought something was gonna happen.
Me too. I did too.
Nothing fucking happened.
And then it went to
shit.
And that was the first time I was actually able to vote.
Yeah, me too. Well, I voted for Bush, but I mean the second time. I couldn't vote the first time.
I couldn't vote. I think. So yeah, I graduated 2006.
Yeah.
2008 was when Obama was running. I voted for him. And I remember my buddy called me and he was all like, it was a huge deal.
Yeah.
Because we got the first like brownie fucking president and shit. Like the first black president. This is going to be great. And I remember thinking, yeah, man, fuck yeah. And then like as I got older, it was like, oh. And like even shit now that I'm barely realizing shit when you look into his actual administration, the history of it, it wasn't that great, man.
Yeah.
Like
it was kind of like a really hot fucking fire, and then by the time he got elected, they threw a big bucket of water on it.
Yeah.
And it was just steam the rest of the time.
Yeah. And not only that, but like he was still married to that like 90s democratic strategy of compromise.
Yeah.
We need a compromise. We need a compromise. The Republicans never fucking compromise.
Yeah, they stopped doing that a while ago.
Yeah, they don't. They're just like, this is what we want. Fuck you.
And we'll filibuster. You know? Fuck you.
Yeah, we'll do it.
And we'll take it to you. Fuck you. And
Ted
everybody loves that we're dicks.
Yeah, Ted Cruz would read fucking green eggs and ham in the fucking floor of the Senate.
Yep. And be like, suck it. Suck these green eggs and ham. You know what green eggs and ham are. They're my dick. Fuck you.
Exactly, man. Like... And that's why like I'm separating my like Delaney is doing the same. We need to reach across the. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
They don't reach across for us. We don't need to reach across for them.
Right. Statistically speaking, a third of the country is Republican.
Yeah.
We don't need to focus on them.
No,
we don't. That's my point, and that's my opinion. And it's a brutal one, but it's the truth. Like everyone's talking about, we need to talk to these people that are like hardened Trump supporters that I've had conversations with. They don't give a fuck about reality.
I was going to say that so much so that they'll tell you to your face, like, if you don't support Trump, I hope you fucking die.
Right. Or get the fuck out of
Or
here.
why don't you leave?
Yeah. That
Why don't you go back
whole-
to Mexico? And they're just as brown as I am. And it's like, are you
exactly.
fucking
Or
serious?
browner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
¿Por qué no te vas al otro lado, güey? And you're
Yeah.
like, wait, why don't you go to the other side?
you
dude?
don't. You shouldn't be here, man.
Put those fucking boots on and walk your ass back to the other side. Fuck where Mexico is, because those boots do not belong in this country.
No, they're not made for walking.
No, not over here.
But yeah, man, it's insanity to me because, like, especially there's a massive like Latino population that are like hardcore. It's not only Latino, white people and all this shit. Doesn't matter what he does. It's not only Trump. The thing is that it worries me so much, and I'm like fucking worried about this legitimately, that people believe that Trump is like not a symptom, but the root cause of the problems in America.
Yeah, that's not. That's
No.
not even close.
No, it isn't. But that's the thing that everyone's fighting. No. If we get rid of Trump, if we get Joe Biden in, it's going to be better. No, it's not.
No.
It's going to be the same fucking thing.
It's going to get worse.
Right.
You need someone actively going against all the shit that he did, because what Trump did that I haven't seen anyone do since I've been alive is he rallied all the extremists.
Right. Yeah.
Those people have been kind of laying low for a long time now, and now they're out. And they're fucking going ape shit.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I remember, again, when I was a kid, I remember that Oklahoma bombing.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest terrorist threat.
Right.
That was the fucking problem with America.
Some
It
crazy
was right-wing white
lunatic
extremists
Yeah.
in the South or in the Northwest making Kaczynski, making bombs,
Right.
doing all this crazy homebrew terrorist shit that nobody talks about now.
Yeah.
And just forgets that terrorism was here at home way before it was anywhere else.
Yeah.
For us, at least.
Right.
I mean, like, we might have taken the general idea from a Muslim extremist or whatever maybe a long time ago, but even in the revolution and here in America, we were guerrilla fighters in our own fucking trees with snipers and shit. So we've had these terroristic roots since the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, this country was basically started with terrorism.
What would you call
the Tea Party?
Right. What would you call that?
A terror
Except
attack.
fucking domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
That this country was founded on.
And that
on
spirit, that
dissent
spirit
and shit.
That spirit is a good thing to a degree, but when you make it religious basically, and you take it to that level, and it becomes so us versus them,
Right.
so white makes right, so take our country back, and those people were kind of dying out. At least they were not subculture again.
They were not in the mainstream.
Yeah, they weren't being taken seriously.
Right.
I hadn't seen the KKK on Jerry Springer like I used to in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a thing anymore. And then this guy, like, he kind of shook them all. He kind of grabbed their shoulders and started shaking them like, let's do something. Wake up. Let's get something done.
Yeah.
And they all came out of the woodwork again.
Right.
And it's like,
it's a two-pronged...
I didn't think it was going to happen.
It's a two-prong problem because, like, realistically, these people should have been shook up when a black guy was going to run for president. The fact that he was elected twice shows you the apathy. The reason why he was voted in twice because there was a massive amount of people that were rallied to go fucking vote.
Yeah.
The reason why Trump was not won now is because
People didn't vote.
People didn't fucking vote, and people didn't really think he was actually going to win.
Yeah.
So
they
everyone
weren't scared.
stayed fucking home.
Yeah, they were like,
You know what I
whatever.
mean?
It'll take care of itself.
Everyone stayed home, and that's the problem that I'm afraid of now. Like, I'm afraid that people are going to be like, no, we need to, like, there's no way he's going to win again.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same fucking playback again from fucking 2016 or 2017. That happened, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be the same fucking deal. He's going to be like, no, like, he's going to energize his base.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's concerned about. If you notice, he's just about
he doesn't
his
give
base.
a shit about anybody but the people that are pro him.
Right, exactly. Which is a tiny population.
Yeah.
Like I said, a third. Like when people say we need to give in, like Obama, that was his biggest fucking like, to me, the reason why I hated him the most, or the reason why I think he did the worst job. Obamacare used to be called fucking Romney Care. Mitt Romney came up with the fucking plan. It's a way to get people to, all of us now have to participate in the private insurance.
Yeah.
So they're making more money. It was a conservative fucking plan.
Idea, yeah.
It came out of like the Heritage Foundation, which is a fucking conservative think tank. And that was his, like, he went into it with a compromise, right? He went, like, if anybody knows anything about deals or anything, you don't go in with the compromise. You go in with what you fucking want, and then you compromise. More. Exactly.
You go in with more,
exactly,
so that you can settle for what you want.
Exactly, and that's why I like fucking Sanders is like, no, everyone gets everything for free, everything blah 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 blah, and if we have to work something out,
that's
it's
fine.
Not going to be as good,
but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than if you went in there with like, fucking, hey, maybe we could do this.
Yeah, when you walk into the table and being like, oh, well, no, you know, we're all going to participate in the private insurance. They're still going to make their money. Everyone's going to make their money. And then maybe it'll be good. And still,
then
he
the
was
insurance
called
companies
a
will be
fucking
like,
socialist. Yeah, because it's still going to fucking, like, negotiate. And they went into, like Biden shit, went into it, and there were, the government can't negotiate pharmaceutical prices and shit like that. They went into that with that deal saying like, fine, sure, we'll do that. Well, what the fuck, man? What do you mean we can't negotiate prices? They can charge you whatever the fuck they want. Fuck you. What are you talking about?
That's just stupid.
You fucked everybody in this plan, you know? This is an absolute shit show. And that's what I'm afraid of. Like, if we, and it's starting to happen, at least that's what the media or the mainstream media is trying to push. It's like, well, you know, Bernie Sanders, I think, you know, we need to get somebody that's a little bit more moderate.
No.
We need to get somebody... Exactly, but that's what they're trying to push.
They're on the side of the guy with the fucking bank, with the bank, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, if we convince everybody that they're going to get a little bit, then we can fuck them out of that too.
Right. There's a reason why, and the guy that they love is fucking Joe Biden.
Yeah. Because he's willing to just lay down. He's a rep
from fucking Delaware. There's a reason why fucking 90% of all banks are based off fucking Wilmington, Delaware.
Yeah.
It's because he fucking gave them all whatever the fuck they wanted. You know, in terms of tax cuts, fucking do what, free reign, you know?
Yeah.
And Delaware is a fucking shit, fucking hellhole of a fucking place. You know, Delaware's a shitty fucking state. I lived there for like 2 months when my mom and my stepdad were working at like a fucking turkey processing plant. Mm-hmm. Or it was Tyson, I think.
Yeah.
Something. I lived in Middleton. It was right between Delaware and Maryland.
Uh-huh.
Right between the two, right in the middle. Yeah, but it's all shit. It's all trash. And everyone's focusing on this ideal of reaching against the aisle when statistically they're a third of the population. And I say, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck saying or trying to capitulate to the right. Say, fuck the right. Try to energize that other 2/3 of the fucking population to go fucking vote.
Yeah.
Then you got yourself a fucking winning strategy.
Yeah.
Fuck the third. That's the minority, asshole. Republicans are the minority in this fucking country. Fuck them. Why the fuck are you trying to appease them?
Yeah.
Fuck them. Get them out of power. Get them to go fuck themselves, basically. I don't give a shit. I don't care about equal, like, fucking representation. I really don't. If you're a minority and you're a fucking ridiculous minority like the Republicans are, fuck you. If we can get more people and we have more people than you do, you don't fucking matter, bro. Get them into the position where we all feel now. Like, all of us, most people feel that we don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
We should make them feel that. Make them feel that they don't fucking matter, because honestly, they fucking don't.
Yeah.
You know, and with that, I think we're good.
Yeah. Hold on. I just wanted to
Oh yeah.
play
that's
one
right.
video before we go.
Yeah.
The best video I've seen in a while.
Yeesh.
All right, if you could just start it over from the beginning there and just hit it from the top. No explanations needed here, folks.
Serious.
Oh damn it. Hold on, everybody.
Hit him with it.
There was a young man in Calvary. His name was Ben. And I was running a youth group. I was there for a few years. And he was a nice kid, but he was one of those kids that was always he's a real smart aleck. Was a bright kid, which didn't help things, right? Made him more dangerous. And we were outside one day at youth group, and he was just trying to push my buttons, and he was just, kind of not taking the Lord serious. And I walked over to him, and I went, bam! I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled him. And I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there. There's times that might be needed.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
There was a young man.
There's times where that might be needed. And those times might be now. So I think Bernie needs to fucking boom.
Yeah.
Crumple the Republicans.
Did you
Just
see
fucking
that?
crumple them.
That awesome video where he was doing like a Washington Post interview.
Oh yeah, where he
The
told
one
the
that
guy,
I shared.
Yeah.
Where it was like, hey man, you used to say, because it was going to be framed as a gotcha question, right?
Yeah.
It was like, hey man, you said that busing is well-meaning, but might cause like racial tensions or whatever. And Bernard is like, what else did I
Read
say?
the rest of my quote.
He's like, read it. No, you got it. Read it. And he's like, no, I don't have the rest of the quote. And he goes, I said the federal government doesn't give a shit about black people. And he goes on to explain it, right? And that's the kind of punch in the chest that motherfuckers need.
Yeah, and that at that moment, he showed that man the Lord.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That guy was fucking...
Straight arrow from that point
Christ,
forward.
Man. These fucking people, man. I don't know what the fuck to think anymore, man.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? And on that note, we should go home.
Yeah.
And think about how much we shouldn't care till the next debate.
It's actually the next debate, 31st of July.
So like in a week?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Would you want to do like a live commentary on the debates?
I'm down.
I don't know how it would work.
Well, what day is it?
Let's see here.
If it's on the weekend, I'm down. But if it's during the week, I'm going to have to not, because I have to go home and go to work the next day.
It is during the week.
All right, well, we'll do it that weekend. You know what? We should just watch it and live comment on the video, because you know there's going to be a fucking video.
Oh, yeah.
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 All right, well, we'll do that then.
Yeah. All right, ladies and faggots.
Word.
Peace out.
We'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Go fuck yourselves.